Home prices have fallen for the first time in 10 years. Is this the collapse of the real estate market that everybody's been talking about? Buy now or wait? What's up, everybody? I'm Sean McMurray, co-host of BPM REIA Online, and this is Mr. $250 million in real estate transactions, my mentor, my good friend, president and owner of BPM REIA, Anish Dave.
Hey, this is Anish Dave, president of BPM REIA. Good to see you guys today.
So you're sitting there as an investor watching this video wondering if you should buy now or wait. I'm not talking to you, big hedge fund institutional investor. We already know what you are doing. I'm talking to you. I saved money for X years and are looking to real estate as a way to create generational wealth for your family and break the bonds of poverty. Yeah, I'm talking to you. If you did a search on YouTube for Housing Market Update 2022, your timeline would probably look something like this. You'd think life as we know it is on the verge of all-out collapse. Oh, the calamity. To be honest, when we see articles like home prices plunging in pandemic boomtowns as market slumps, or housing, this might be almost the worst time you could buy real estate, expert says, or U.S. house values fell for the first time since 2012, Zillow says. What else are you supposed to think? I really don't blame you. A report put out by Zillow reflects U.S. home values have fallen in July by 0.1% compared to the month before. In fact, Zillow, considered to be one of real estate's last bulls, has revised their growth in home values forecast to 2.4% through the end of July 2023, down from its previous forecast of 7.8%. Anish, what's the deal, man? Is this par for the course as we come out of summer? Will home prices continue to fall?
Hey, Sean, you know what? We've been talking about this for months, actually, right? We knew there'd be a correction. And the correction is not that major. Even Zillow saying maybe they'll go down about 5%. But the reality is there's still a lot of good deals out there. When I tell you, when you have big spreads and you're really helping out homeowners, you're still going to find a lot of good deals out there.
Interesting. It's actually an interesting point because Zillow also reports that 123 housing markets will fall, although 780 markets will go higher in 2023. So you truly need to understand your local market, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to know your local market because everything's a little bit different. Are you looking at high-rise condos? That's a different area also versus million-dollar homes versus starter homes. And again, we still have a shortage of affordable housing.
The top 10 market movers as of right now, to name a few, actually, hold up a second. If there is anything you'd like to help move, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, help those numbers move up so you can help get the videos out to more people like you. Anyways, some of the big market movers are San Jose, California at negative 4.5%, Phoenix at negative 2.8%. California makes the list a few times. Glad to say Florida is not on the list. In fact, what are the predictions for Florida, Anish?
Yeah, so what's funny? I actually read an interesting article, Sean. Restaurants are booming in South Florida. Open Table is saying restaurant reservations are up 30 to 40%. What that tells me, there's a lot more people moving down here, right? They need homes. And guess what? They have extra money to go out, eat at fine restaurants down here. We still have great weather. So I feel pretty bullish on our area.
Yeah, and the statistics back your statement. I think Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Pompano Beach are looking at a 5.6% growth in home values. So it's still moving. Well, question. The National Association of Realtors and National Association of Home Builders have both declared we are in a housing recession. New home sales are down 17.4%. Existing home sales are down 20.2%. About 1/5 of housing activity just got shaved off the market. I'm in it to win it, Anish, but even I have reservations. Although prices are coming down, demand is as well, all while supply seems to be going up. What if an investor gets caught with their pants down and the market drops, leaving them underwater?
So yeah, it is challenging, right, to an extent when we see supply go up, but we're in this for the long run, right? We're looking at cash flow. What I can tell you, Sean, if you look in our local market, I haven't really noticed rents go down at all. If anything, rents have been going up.
Yeah, very true. Rent is still increasing. And in fact, we shot a video not too long ago about Miami being ground zero for due to the increase in home prices and in rent. So very, very solid point. Which reminds me of something you've mentioned quite often. The big boys and girls are still buying properties. I forget the data point, but it was something like 1/3 of purchases of real estate are made by big institutional investors. By the way, don't quote me on that data point. I learned one thing in stocks. Pay attention to what the big boys and girls are doing. What do you think about that, Anish? Is there something that the big institutional investors know that maybe some of us small fries don't?
Yeah, so the great thing about the big institutional guys, Sean, is that they have, I don't want to say unlimited amount of money, but they do a ton of research. The interesting about, the big hedge funds, think of it as a big cruise ship. For them to make a turn, it takes some time. We got those little speedboats, right? So if we know they're turning, what are we going to do? We're going to turn in front of them, and then we're going to feed them, right? So we're going to ride their wave, if that makes sense. Let them do all the hard work. We're going to still do our own research, but they just keep backing up what we keep thinking.
I really love that analogy. So, and I love how optimistic we are, right? See, again, I said this time and time again. We are not doom and gloom, nor are we hopelessly optimistic. We are solutions people. We figure out how to make things work in the current market and whatever that market is. So I really, really love that analogy. So what do you suggest to investors? I know you kind of hinted on that, but what do you suggest to investors considering what we've discussed today?
Yeah, so even though house pricing may be going down, there's a lot of different ways of creative financing, right? There are still some people with those low mortgage rates, so you might do a subject to some seller financing. We keep talking about the short-term rental in our area, and just out of my own personal story, and unfortunately my dad's house had some water damage, and he needs a place to stay for a month. Let me tell you, very difficult to find 30-day rentals at a decent price. I mean, the numbers are astronomical right now. So as long as you're not that one-trick pony, you start adding more things to your tool belt, this is prime time to take advantage of everything.
Okay, yeah, and just to go over kind of our common, our consistent guidance, right? Anish always says, be patient. If you're looking, buy distressed properties or properties below market value, or switch your market altogether. Save money and or acquire lines of credit. Explore creative financing options, as Anish just stated. Be conservative with your ARVs and don't be that one-trick pony. The market is changing. You have to be open-minded and creative on how you approach opportunities. I mentioned Julio in one of our previous videos who just closed on a $140,000 deal. This past week, one of our coaches partnered with a luxury realtor and walked away with $96,000 in profit. There are plenty of opportunities out there. Get out there and make these deals happen. Anish, final words.
Yeah, and I agree with you. And Sean, on that profit of $96,000 plus, we actually bought a 3-2. That means 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom for $37,000 in Broward County. So pretty crazy numbers. What you don't know, there's over $3 million in city liens. But guess what? As experts, we can negotiate those. And we actually got it down to about $2,900. So again, there's still going to be problems out there, right? There's going to be code enforcement. People fixing things illegally, unfortunately, and they're getting caught. So those people are going to have some problems, and a lot of investors shy away from it. Once you really start learning how to find these deals and mitigating it, when I tell you it's a gold mine, it's a gold mine.
Hey, there you go. I'm Sean McMurray.
I'm Anish Dave, Real Estate Investing Made Simple.
And we're out.